All right, so my lesson that I chose was about word choice. So in slide one, each group, which I will assign three different groups for the entire class. So the three groups, each group must fill in one word from Webster's definition of choice. And they can use either a phone to look up the definitions or um, obviously a dictionary. So let's look at the definition, which the opportunity or power to choose between two or more possibilities, a decision. And so this is a really good definition to understand why word choice is important. Um, Students often forget why they need to focus on what words they choose. And so that's why I chose to focus on choice, the word choice. Primarily, this lesson would be more for like ninth graders because they tend to forget around high school age the importance of word choice because it's emphasized in elementary school rather than high school. So, word choice, that's my first slide. Second slide. So, with the three groups still, each group must match the writer with their quote by dragging the sticky above the correct author. And so I have both pictures of the authors and um, the authors' names. And so the difference, quote number one, is the difference between the almost right word and the right word is really a large matter. It's the difference between the lightning bug and the lightning. And so that's a quote by Mark Twain here. So Mark Twain, they would take this, put it above that, and then also find Mark Twain, who's this gentleman in the middle with the great mustache, drag him over here above it, boom, done. And they repeat the process for the other two, which the second quote is by Michael Martone, who is this guy over here. And so they'll just drag him over there, drag his name right above it, and it'll do the same for Robert Frost. And they drag Robert Frost over above this third quote, and of course his picture as well. And boom, ba ba boom, done with slide two. Great quotes, and so that's why I was inspired to do slide three. So slide three is use the quote given to your group and explain the quote using three key words. So pretty much from the slides before, they will find three words or jot down three words after I go back to the previous slide. They'll jot down three words and have them beside the keyword section write down three words. So after that, I'll have them like create text boxes or just write a simple sentence or two about an explanation of what the quote means using the three key terms and kind of like what their definitions of the quotes mean for themselves. After that, of course, I'll go over and explain a more in-depth explanation of the quotes. So after that, I created my own sentence on slide four. The students will have to match the type of word, whether adjective, adverb, noun, or verb, and match it to the word up here. The only one I chose for them not to do was the word I, because you can't really change the word I. And so they'll label mainly as the adverb, teach as the verb, good as the adjective, and students as the noun. And I told them that they need to drag the sticky note under the words. So adverb, mainly, adjective, good, noun would be students, and verb would be teach. And so each of the three groups would do this and put the sticky under the correct word, which leads to the third slide. And this is really the main activity because it's based on a really cool word choice activity called Shades of Meaning. And so what they'll do is they'll create three different little sticky notes out beside here and look up the synonyms of the specific words and then fill in text boxes